What's good, y'all? Welcome to I-95 Sports, man. It's your boy Ace. Damn, man, I'm excited. This is my first piece of content, man. It's an interview with somebody who's very special to me, man. He's like a brother to me. His name is Claude. This one was like real professional because I'm trying to get my journalism and shit on, you know what I'm saying, for future interviews and shit. But down the line, the interview is gonna be more like interactive and all that type of shit, man. So it's gonna be fun. This one was a little more formal because I know this nigga and we be talking, all type of crazy shit in the back, like when we not in the interview setting. But I wanted y'all to get like this was really more of like an educational piece for like the kids who trying to like go D1 or go pro. Just some insight on what's going on like outside the lines and some of the shit that y'all don't really know what's going on. It's a short piece. But yeah, for future interviews, man, this shit gonna be interactive and fun. This one was a little more like journalistic, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't really got as many like funny moments. I know y'all know me for being like, you know what I'm saying, in here reacting, you know what I'm saying? I know y'all know me for all that, but this one was like more, you know what I'm saying, I had to button my goddamn suit and tie up. But anyway, we're gonna get into this, man. Welcome to I-95 Sports. The next piece of content that's going up on this channel is an in real life basketball video. Y'all finna see niggas get their ass bust. So stay tuned, man. But in the meantime, let's watch this interview, man. Claude, Ace. Let's go.
Touch a trend, be wildin' with it.
What's good, y'all? Welcome to the first episode of I-95 Sports, man. Today, I have the pleasure of speaking with someone that I know personally, man, a D1 basketball player, man. He fire with it, too. 6'8" forward out of North Carolina. Go ahead and introduce yourself, bro. I don't want to tell too much about you. I'm going to let you speak on yourself. Go ahead.
All right, my name's Claude. I play basketball at Western Carolina University. This is my first year there. I originally went to Morehead State University before this, so this would be my first year here.
All right, cool. So you at Western Carolina by way of Morehead State. How was it living in Kentucky, man?
It was a little different. It was something to get used to, but it didn't take long. The people I met were good there, so sometimes it felt like home. It was what you made it.
Yeah. All right. So like I know where you come from, but explain to the people, explain to everybody about the city where we come from. Like, just give them a little background about where you from, your upbringing.
I'm proud to come from, which is Goldsboro, North Carolina, but like it's extremely hard to get to the point where I'm at, or even like people like Kobe White or Jetty Young, Jamal King. We had a couple that actually go play college or go play professionally. My age, it's hard because just the resources there, just how much trouble you could get in, like blessing to even get to the point we at.
Yeah, yeah, man. Shit, I know coming up in the borough, it was tough. Like it ain't really ever been like just no like the one except for Kobe. But it's like I know how hard it is. I know how hard it was for you to make it out of there. Speak on who put the rock in your hand and when you knew like you was him.
Dad always kept a ball in my hand. My mom too. I had goals in my room or whatever, but I never really took it serious.
I feel like that's every like basketball player. Like, yeah, like I had a goal in my room. My mom put a ball in my hand. Type story.
Yeah, I said with my parents, but I think the coach that really made me kind of take it serious was Coach EV. well, he don't stay in Goldsboro no more, but he was my middle school coach.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't good, but he was kind of the first coach that actually believed in me. He kind of kick-started my big-time basketball career. He put me on the EY 10th grade. He kind of just showed me basketball outside of Goldsboro because I never knew that. So I give him credit for kind of kick-starting me.
All right, cool. So I know how tall you are. Explain to people how tall you are and when you hit your growth spurt, what that was like. Cause like compared to you, I'm short and I'm tall to the average person. So explain your growth spurt, how tall you are, how that all came about.
All right, I've always been kind of tall, but it's weird because my dad is like 6 foot, my mom's 5'8".
Mm-hmm.
So I'm 6'8". I don't know how it happened, but it happened for a reason. But I think in 8th grade I was probably 6 foot, and
I wish.
then 9th grade I might have been 6'2". Then I left for the summer. I came back to school and I played JV that year, freshman year. I came back to school the next year and it was probably like 6'5" or 6'6" and could dunk and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I played varsity just because I was tall. And then that's kind of where it went. Then each year I probably kept growing an inch, and then 6'8" it's kind of slowed down.
That's crazy. So when you came back, so you said when you came back from the summer, your 10th grade year, you were 6'6"?
Yeah.
So going into 10th grade and 11th grade, you were 6'6"?
No, going in from 9th to 10th grade.
Oh my God. So yeah. A 6'6", 14-year-old.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it hurt because like it was happening so fast, my back would hurt and my knees would hurt. And then some days I wake up and like just to feel off.
That's crazy. Cause like you hear people say like growing pains, like you literally had growing pains. Like cause like growing up, I thought it was like a myth, you know what I'm saying? But like, cause I never knew anybody personally like in my circle that grew that tall that fast. So to hear you say it, like it just go to show that it's not a myth.
Yeah, like head on the door.
That's crazy. So talk about so you said you played JV in ninth grade, you played varsity all the rest of your years through school. Explain the difference to the kids out there that's aspiring to play ball, the difference between JV and varsity. Like what was the some of the clear differences besides actually just being, you know, older or better? Like what are some more differences that they probably don't, that you can't see?
I mean, you just gotta be a little bit more mature, but it's really just the strengths and athleticism of the kids and just maturity level for real. And that's the same thing going from varsity to playing against college players or pro players.
That's what I was gonna ask you next. Like, so I have this conversation all the time because, you know, I'm pretty connected in the, like, I know a couple of athletes and I've seen my fair share of college players, players that I thought could go to the pros that didn't make it. So, and I have this conversation all the time that like, it's just not a cakewalk. Like you can't people aren't just like not making it to the league. Like it's not easy to do. Explain the difference between like a D2 and D1 and pro. On like maybe not even NBA. Explain like D2, D1, and maybe like a EuroLeague pro, maybe.
All right, so difference between D1 and D2 to me is like that is usually most of the time it's just athleticism or height. Mm-hmm. Something you can't help, but like people who be D2, D3 in the NCAA, they can hoop. It's just one thing they kind of were missing, mm-hmm. or the attitude part or their grades. It's just small things, but it don't mean they can't hoop. And then when you go to the D1 level, it's levels to that too. It's athleticism, grades, connections, and all that. Then when you go pro, I feel like it's the same things about who you know. It's a lot of politics that go into it.
I'm glad you said that because I hear a lot of people say that pro has a lot more politics than even college, and like with the NIL and paying the players and boosters and all that, even that is a big political push in itself. So it's like to hear you say that pros have a lot of politics. That just go to show that my logic haven't always been wrong. That you actually know what's going on. So and you in that realm.
Yeah, honestly, it just depends on what the team want. Like if you can shoot, rebound, play defense, you probably got a good chance. But it's some people who are talented and can score, but then I feel like they don't get their fair chance because maybe a team looking for more of a defender and a rebound. You gotta think about it. A lot of teams got superstars who can go out and get them 30. Now they just need pieces to help them out. So like if they don't need scoring, they're gonna take the rebounder or the defender over you. So
right,
you got to kind of find your lane and just excel in it.
Yeah, I always tell people all the time, like it's only a handful of superstars in the NBA. Like everybody can't be a chief. Like some of y'all gotta play the back and rebound or defend or just give garbage minutes, get on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Scrap. It's like I feel like it's always room for people like Patrick Beverly and people like Robert Covington, people like KCP. It's always room for people like that. Like they might not be superstars, but when they get in probably the biggest person I could think of right now, Draymond Green and PJ Tucker.
Yeah.
Like they really not doing nothing outside of, and they getting paid big time. They winning rings, you know what I'm saying? So it's explain your style of play and how your style of play came about. Because I feel like growing up, everybody want to be the scorer, everybody want to be the flashy guy. Explain like your play style and where you got your tenacity from.
Yeah, I'm more like a bully, I would say, or a motor guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I started later than everybody, so
Mm-hmm.
my level took time to catch up to everybody. But my best skill has always been being able to play harder than everybody and rebound and get my team to play hard. So, I mean, I got my play style from numerous places. Like my dad growing up, he played football, so he didn't really know how to teach me the skill of basketball. But when we would play one-on-one, he would just bully me. And like I just had to take it until I finally got tired of it and fought back. That was one way. Another, like Coach Russell, his practice was hard. We would literally be in the middle of practice fighting for rebounds and just fighting each other, period. But it built toughness about me. And then I really just wear Goldsboro, period, just growing up there. I mean, kind of a rough place to grow up, but, just playing pickup every day, 21 people, you're not really getting foul calls like that. And you kind of got to stand up for yourself and toughen up. So, like, that really helped me excel. I feel like I play at home, I can play anywhere.
So how is if you can speak on it, what's your I want to make sure I ask you the right way. What's your like your outlook on making it to the pros, or what's the likelihood of you, what's the likelihood of you making it to the pros? What level do you think you going to next?
I feel like NBA. I feel like I'm a good rebounder. I'm a great rebounder. So, like saying, everybody needs that on the team. So I feel like I can do that if I just keep working. I feel like I got people around me who believe I can do it. But I mean, if I don't believe I can do it, then
I seen it firsthand. I worked out with you over earlier in the summer, so I seen it.
Yeah. So I mean, as long as I believe, I really don't care what anybody else thinks. Because if we tell them the truth, people didn't even believe I'll be playing here today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, two D1 schools. I mean, a lot of people not able to say that there was a part of two D1 programs and was able to actually get on the floor and make an imprint, make a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. My last question is what's your outlook on the NIL, and how do you feel about college players being able to be paid and it not really being such a hassle anymore? And what's your outlook on programs who were punished back in the day for the benefits that are able to be given out freely now?
NIL stuff, just a way for kids to get money, because you come out here and get hurt playing in college, and you never know, you could have went pro or anything. You kind of missing out on money playing free. So, I mean, I'm glad the NIL happened. I think teams that got punished for it back in the day, I feel like they shouldn't be punished for it no more since it's changed. But I mean, I'm happy the NIL came. It kind of changed college basketball in a sense, because now the bigger schools, it's harder to beat out because they have more money to give kids. So
right.
Or you got kids saying oh, if you don't pay me, I'm just transfer. So I mean, it changed basketball, but I'm happy kids get paid. So
yeah. Hey man, shoot. One last thing before you get out of here. I know you gotta go. I ain't got much time left. We check out 4 or 5 minutes, so we're gonna wrap it up. If you could give the kids 1 or 2 little, pieces of advice that you use throughout your life to make it to where you are, what would it be? And if a kid aspires to make it to a collegiate level or professional level in sports, what advice would you give to them? So give some life advice and some sports advice for the kids out there.
All right, so stay in your lane. If you would athlete, if you gonna be in the streets, be in the streets, but don't be somebody you're not trying to impress other people, because it's not gonna work out for you. That's one thing. For life, I would just say, just stay in your lane with basketball or sports, period. Just run your own race, because it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And I know firsthand, when you compare yourself to other people and trying to figure out why things ain't worked out for you yet, and you might feel like you working harder than this person, but they get more notoriety, it could take your joy away, and you just no longer have fun playing like a game. It's really just a game. So I'll just say, run your race and don't really get caught up in other people's stories, because you got your own.
Hey man, that's solid. That's solid, man. For a young dude like you to know that, that's solid, man. I appreciate you being on, man. It's my first episode of this is my first piece of content that's going up on I-95 Sports. So I appreciate you being a part of it, man. Thank you for sitting down with me for the few minutes that you was able to. And congratulations on your new endeavor at Western Carolina. And I hope you have all the best of luck during the season.
Yeah.
Hopefully everybody will get to see you on the screen next July. That's when the draft is.
Yeah.
June or July?
June.
Yeah, so hopefully we get to see you walk across the stage and shake Adam Silver's hand, man.
Hope so.
All right, man. Y'all be easy out there, man. Be safe.
All right.
All right, appreciate you.